Well, good morning and welcome back once again to a frosty Colorado morning. I'm Mark Love of Transwest Truck Trailer RV. Today I'm going to be showing you a brand new Winnebago Solis. This is a 2023 model, granite color by the way, great looking color. And they've made a few improvements to the chassis this year that we'll talk about a little bit. So let's go ahead and get started right up front here. First of all, this is a 3.6 V6 engine, and it is a front-wheel drive setup. Now, when you look at the engine, there isn't a lot you can see, but at least all your fluids, your oil dipstick and oil fill is easy to access. And like I say, this is a transverse-mounted V6 front-wheel drive unit, so it is pretty good in the winter as far as that goes. It has 280 horsepower and about 260 foot-pounds of torque. Believe it or not, it's rated to pull 5,000 pounds, but I don't think realistically anybody would want to do that. But if you've got a small rowboat or a couple of kayaks on a trailer, something like that, you could pull it easy enough. So let's go ahead and walk around the outside first. Does have the nice aluminum wheels. Now on pretty much all of these Class Bs, there's not a lot of outside storage. That's the way this one is too. By the way, if you see some smoke coming out here, I have my furnace on because it's cold and I want to be warm inside. Below that, you can see our dump valves, and that is our gray tank. Now, your black tank or your toilet is actually a cassette toilet here, and it pulls out very simple. You can hook, a dump hose to this, take it to an outhouse or a dump station or anywhere you want to. So there is some benefits of being portable. It's more convenient to dump it in a lot of places. And of course, this probably isn't something you'd use more than maybe 2 or 3 times before you dump it anyway. Okay, moving back, we do have our 30 amp power cord hook up here. This being a 59PX model, it does have a generator. You can see the exhaust right here. This is a 2.8 kilowatt gas generator. So it runs off the fuel tank. You're not drawing off propane or anything. So, when you are out dry camping, you can stay out a good long time. Okay, moving around the back here, you can see we've got our 2-inch receiver hitch. We do have the 7-way plug and a 4-way over here. There's the other one. But like I say, you probably aren't going to pull more than a couple thousand pounds max. Take a look at the back here. Now, so many people, when they're out camping in the summer, like to be able to leave their doors open. You've got the screen here, the mosquito netting, so you can let the breeze through and not worry about the bugs getting in. Over on this side, we do have a water panel. So what we've got here is a place where you can power fill your tank right here. Or if you want to use city water, it would hook up right here. It tells you what position the valves need to be in, whether you're pulling from your main tank or running on city water, your bypass when it comes time to winterize. Very easy to understand. And right here is our outside shower. We've got a hose in one of the compartments that we can plug in there. A little bit, right here's the hose in fact. A little bit of a storage area here. You do get the 110 outlet, and then this is an auxiliary port for your solar. This unit comes with 220 watts of solar. And because it's the PX model, which means you get the air conditioner, the generator, and about an extra 16 inches back here, you get some nice tie downs here on the wall and on the floor. So, maybe you have skis or a snowboard or just items you want to put in there. I think some bikes, when you take the front tire off, you can break it down and get them in the back here possibly. So you have those on both sides. And then you also have a little storage underneath the floor here. And then I'll show you the other cabinet storage when we get inside. Okay. One more thing we do have is a bar here for a shower. So there's a curtain in there, like a shower curtain, but you can put this together, drape your curtain across, you've got your outside shower right there, so you've got a place to clean off out here in privacy. Okay, let's move around. Fortunately, there's not a lot on the outside to show you on these B vans, and that's good because it is kind of cold. We do have our propane tank down here, and this is the type, of course, you have to pull up to the tank and have them come out and fill you up. Let's go ahead and step inside. Why don't you go ahead and step to the back, and I'm going to shut the door here. Now, I turned this Truma Combi on maybe 45 minutes ago, and it's already 70 degrees, and this was a cold, chilly morning in Colorado. So this is the Dodge ProMaster chassis. Like I said, it's front-wheel drive. You don't have the drive shaft running down the middle. Both these seats pivot around, and you do have a table, and I'll pull that out and kind of show it to you. The table stores right here behind the seats. Got a little pole there. And it's just that easy. So like I say, this driver's seat turns around also. You've got seating for 4 right here. One of the nice things about the Solis, if you can get a shot here, these both have shoulder seat belts. So if you have young children that are in a car seat, you've got the setup you need to haul them while they're still in their child seat. So I'm going to go ahead and put this back, get it out of our way. It is kind of tight quarters in here. And while we're up here, let me talk about the dash a little bit. Everything, it seems to be going to push button. I'm going to go ahead and start it up for us. This is the new 9-speed torque flight transmission on here. There is an electric brake release. It's over here on this side. And they've made some nice improvements to the monitor and the apps. Of course, you've got your media. You can Bluetooth your phone in, and you can also control it over here. One of the things that I just realized that, let's see if I can get in there. Now you can turn your backup camera on while you're driving, and a lot of these smaller ones, that used to not be a feature. It only came on when you were in reverse. So now you can turn it on there. And as you go to your home screen, you can go to your music, you can pre-program it, you can do your diagnostics right here on the vehicle. So nice dash computer here and backup monitor, very good heater. This is extremely toasty right now. Let me turn that down a little bit. You do have a traction control button here. You can see I can turn it on and off. Little icon up there on the dash comes up. USB ports, you have your 12-volt to plug into right now. It's funny, you don't see the old-fashioned cigarette lighters anymore, do you? But they still have the 12-volt receptacle. Just a very comfortable dash, and I like these seats. One of the things I just realized when I was spinning this around, let me get over here and show you. On the side here, and I don't know if you can see it real good, but there's 2 handles, because when I turned it around, it was very tall for me, and I realized this is where your adjustment is now for your tilt, for your front and back. So you can find yourself a comfortable position, and a little hard to get that all the way back. Nice thing about that is you turn it around, my feet are on the floor now. Earlier, they were a couple inches up off it, so you've got a lot of adjustment on these. Got room for 4 people to sit here and eat and play cards. While I'm here, I'll step outside to show this. You don't have to, but our refrigerator's right here, and I should have talked about it as I'm coming in. So we have a 3 cubic foot refrigerator right here, and this is a 12-volt refrigerator. So again, when you're out dry camping, there's 2 AGM batteries on this, 12-volt refrigerator, you've got the gas generator. You can stay out a long time. Just keep an eye on your batteries, fire up your generator when you need to. That refrigerator will run, you know, all week for you if you need it to. Okay, I'm going to shut this. I will show you, we do have another mosquito netting here, and all of these windows have a nice heavy window treatment to block out the light. But you can zip these down, open your screen, and that's pretty much on all of your windows. Okay, moving back, I'm going to do the pop top last. We'll talk about the rest of the coach first. Here is our 2-burner propane stove, and you do have a little extension here. So when you're making dinner or cooking, you know, it gives you some nice counter space, even though it blocks them off from the front of the coach coming back. Tell them to stay out of your kitchen when you're cooking. Got a nice deep stainless steel sink here. A little bit of storage underneath. One drawer there. Now there's no TV, there's no microwave in the Solis. It really is kind of the economy mode for a fully, what I'd call self-contained RV. You've got your toilet, you've got your generator, your furnace. You can stay out off the grid for a long time. Another nice feature here, you can see on your sink, we've got a light right here, and this is actually a sight gauge for your fresh water. As you can see, it's empty right now. We have it winterized. And then when I get over to the monitor panel, I'll talk about the EcoBoost. You have a couple of different cycles here for heating up your water, but basically if you don't have to let the water run and waste it while you're waiting for it to heat up. Okay, back here we do get some more nice storage, and a lot of these have magnets on the ceiling to keep it up for you. And right here and here, these are your front window screens and some more of the window treatments and screens that are rolled up in here. Like I said, this is a pretty new coach. Also on this side, we get a little bit of storage down here. Now they're not really deep. Your fender well is over there. And then you had your inlet for your water on this side, but you do get a little storage there. Over here you get a little bit more. It's deeper, but what we've got back here, first of all, this is an air mattress that you could put between the front seats. It blows up kind of like a T. It comes up and goes across the seat. So you've got an extra sleeping position if you need it. And then you also have a jack down here and your fix-a-flat. There is no spare tire in that. Got another little drawer over here. Breakers right there and our 12-volt fuses. Up here, one of the nice little features. Oops, I shouldn't have. Which way do I move it? There we go. I got to clear that before I set it up. But this table is movable. I can slide it back and forth on this rack. Again, if you're in the kitchen area and you pull out that little extension, put your table down, you got a lot of room to put your pots and pans and everything as you're prepping your dinner. And then these take a minute to figure out which way you got to slide them. There we go. And then this is our main sleeper. It's a Murphy bed. You can see they've kind of got this slat system here, which gives it a lot of flex. Very high density foam mattress here, so it's quite comfortable to sleep on actually. And when you put this down, in fact, I'll do it back here so I'm not in your way. With the PX, you have room to do this. Flip this over, and you have enough room for 2 adults back here. Plus, you do get an extra larger, or longer at least, storage area. Being that this is a PX, we do get the Coleman, I believe this is the 10 CFM air conditioner. And you either need your generator on or plugged into a 110 power, of course, to use that. When it's time to flip this back up, it's actually quite easy. And there you go. That's all there is to it. So one of the most unique features about the Solis PX is the ability to sleep for adults because of the pop top. And I'm going to demonstrate that right now. Now we're in kind of tight quarters here, so pardon us if it seems awkward. One of the things I will show you, there is a ladder up here. This comes in 2 pieces, and we haven't unwrapped it yet. You put the pieces together. Once your pop top's up, it would hook right here and make it easy to get up and down. But that being said, I can still get this up without the ladder. Let me release this. There we go. Release this one. We have another one over here. Okay, now, if you're just a little bit taller than me, you can push that up and it catches, the springs do. I have to step right here on the frame to give it that push, and there it goes. Let you get a look at that up there. There's really enough room for 2 adults. It might even be a little bit bigger than your main sleeper down here. And of course, if you have kids, they love being up there. You can see you've got screens you can open up. You have a vent on the roof. It's just such a great feature for a small 20-foot, 21-foot motorhome that's highly maneuverable. You can get back in the woods. You can get around any shopping center you need to. Could be used as an everyday driver. And then when you want to go out on the weekend, you've got a place for at least 4 and possibly an extra person with that blow-up mattress that would go right across here in the front seats. So once again, this is a 2023 Winnebago Solis, and this is the 59 PX model. We have all 3. There's a 59P, very similar without the generator and AC. And then there's the Pocket Solis, which is about 17 feet. If you're interested in one of those, please give me a call. This is my contact info. Again, my name's Mark Love. My cell phone here might be the easiest way to get a hold of me. Or feel free to email at mlove@transwest.com. Thanks once again for tuning in. And like always, happy trails, my friends, and we will see you next time.